Today on the channel, we unleash an army of darkness with zombie sailor toys, Army of Darkness, Ash. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Zombie Sailor Toys unboxing and review. And today we got a little bit of a twist with Ash from Army of Darkness. But for all your Army of Darkness Zombie Sailor toy figures, I guess Zombie Sailor toys. But for everything else under the sun, hit up Entertainment Earth. Use the link in the description down below. Got to get the deal out there. Support the channel. You know that whole deal by now. And of course, you know how we're going to do this review. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And I'm a big Evil Dead Army of Darkness fan, Bruce Campbell fan at the end of the day. So the minute this came up for pre-order, I knew I was jumping in on this one. However, I do know Zombie Sailor Toys, the Heels and Faces line, really known for their wrestling figures, and a lot of people want to be completist. They said, hey, I got to bow out. I'm not going to get into this. Never seen Army of Darkness, don't collect it, whatever the reason may be. You also had some of that with the Bruce Lee figures, but I think a lot of the wrestling fan base took a chance on Bruce Lee. They said, oh, well, I can kind of mix that one in. Now there's even more Bruce Lees. There's Army of Darkness. I think now they're at the point, the majority of people, or most of the people, honestly, they're picking and choosing out of the Heels and Faces and now these new sub-series of Zombie Sailor toys. But I'm a dabbler, a serial dabbler. I'm a completist on the Heels and Faces line for wrestling. I'll be getting all these Army of Darkness figures because Army of Darkness came out when I was, I guess, in elementary school. And I love that movie. Still love it to this day, but I don't think I've seen it in like a decade or so. So I need to give it a rewatch, especially with some of these extra figures coming on the horizon. But let's dive into this one. Of course, it is Heels and Faces style packaging. It is the retro wrestling style figures, I guess, just in a whole different ball game with Army of Darkness. There's old Bruce Campbell. There's so many good Bruce Campbell figures we could get. Somebody get me Bubba Hotep. And I got the old school, what was it, NECA one way back in the day. I have that in my collection, but I'd love a Bubba Hotep line out of this. That'd be a cool one to see. But this is your classic Ash from, of course, Army of Darkness. Have to imagine this will be the most popular one of the bunch because this is what you think of with Army of Darkness Ash, at least I do. Beautiful packaging though. Bruce Campbell looking only like a Bruce Campbell can look, as you can imagine. Army of Darkness figure right there. Ages 18 and up for this one, it does say. And then on the back, I love that it's like a movie poster. You even got like movie credits down here, some glamour shots. Of course, you got the cross sell. Not sure when all these figures are coming. I don't even think any of them have been up for pre-order yet. I mean, I could have missed something. I feel like the Pit Witch we've seen in the past. I don't know. Did we see Evil Ash and then Ash with mechanical hand before? Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. But man, oh man, these look very, very cool right here. And then it does say, when Ash Williams is transported back in time to the medieval ages, he must retrieve the Necronomicon and defeat an army of Deadites in order to return home. How about that? Army of Darkness, 1993. Yep, that sounds about right. MGM movie, of course. ZombieSailor.com. And man, I'd love to have this on card and have them all displayed together, but not going to happen. Not going to happen. We're going to bust it out. Maybe. Very tight on the package here, too. Dare I say too tight? I'm saying too tight. And that's coming from a guy that likes it tight, as you guys know. I learned that from Cheap Trick once upon a time. They said, Kyle, she's tight. Never forget it. And I never did. Never did. See you later. Goodbye. Get it all out right there. And there it is. I got everything ready to go. Extra bonus stand. See you later. Goodbye. Very cool to get a stand. I think this is the first time we've got a stand with Zombie Sailor Toys. 2024 Zombie Sailor Toys, it does say on here. Be interested to see if they're going to come out with these for others. And I'm wondering, do these fit on the Mattel wrestling figures as well? Oh man, I don't know. That could be a game changer. That is a very thin stand. I usually use these Mattel stands. You can see that size difference right there. I wonder if Zombie would release these stands in place of ringside stands, because that takes up less real estate than one of those. That means extra figures on your shelf. These can't cost too much, I wouldn't think. So, hey, could we get 100 pack of these, maybe, possibly? Interesting, interesting. But we do get that right there. And then, of course, diving into the accessories here, we got the old boomstick. Got the big shotgun going on. Double barrel shotgun. Looking good. It's a shotgun at the end of the day, but very iconic to the character, we'll say, on this one here. And speaking of the character, old Ash Williams, right? I believe it's Ash Williams. Of course, from the Evil Dead movies, the Evil Dead TV series, Army of Darkness as well, among many other films along the way. But man, oh man, looks really good. Looks like Bruce Campbell in the head department there. Just looks like classic Bruce Campbell. Got some cuts, got some contusions. How about that? Contusions on the face as well. Got 2 eyes, 2 ears, a nose, a mouth. He's playing all those human hits. Got a haircut you could set my grandma's watch to as well. Looks good though. Looks like Bruce Campbell to me. There's no fooling who that is there. Now we get diving into the figure a little bit more. You do get his chainsaw hand. Pretty cool to have a hand made out of a chainsaw, that's for sure. And you do get the articulation on that as well. But it is his patented chainsaw hand right there, looking very good. And then you got just a regular hand on the other side. Give it a little point. Got a little room to hold that shotgun, of course. Little watch sculpted in there. And even got the sculpt in the back there for, of course, the old boomstick. Unfortunately, you can't store that in there. If they're going to go to all the work here to make this backpack, would have been nice to make it a little deeper. We could have stored that right inside there. But unfortunately, not the case. So that is unfortunate. That would be perfect to store that in there. Instead, I guess you got to put it in his hand there is what you're going to have to do. Now, he does got his shirt on. I think he got this out of Jay Leno's closet once upon a time. Rocking the old Canadian tuxedo right there. But man, it's a shirt that's seen better days. He's got cuts on the back. He's got it's torn and tattered. He does got the collar, so he is fully welcome into Club Grayskull, just like you, Todd McFarlane, on the couch. Looking good right there. Down to the pants, you got some brown khakis and some brown shoes, some sneakers, I guess, on that one there. And then, of course, arms going to go all the way around. Back and forth, side to side on the chainsaw. That's pretty cool. Head back and forth, side to side. A little bit long in the neck, I do think. Just a hair long. Waist articulation looking good. No other articulation there. And, of course, he comes with the stand, but he also fits on the ringside stand if you want him to. But I guess we'll keep him with the stand he came with. I guess that's what we're going to end up doing. And look at that. Fits right on there pretty good. So not a bad piece of business right here. If you're a Bruce Campbell fan, you're an Army of Darkness fan, you're an Evil Dead fan, this is going to be chalking up your real estate for your collection because I do think this is very cool, very iconic for those that are in that scene. Definitely a must-have figure. Can't wait to get the rest of this line. Going to be interested to see where Zombie goes. As we know, Zombie's into the horror movies and stuff. What other properties could he end up getting? I would love to see what he could do with some of the other favorite properties. We'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of deep cut stuff. Can we get him to do some Argento ones? Maybe some Argento movies, maybe? And maybe. We'll have to reach out. We'll have to reach out, Todd. You and me combined. We'll do it. But Ash looking pretty darn good right here. Be interested to hear your thoughts on this one. Worth the pickup for you? Easy pass, long game, no game, didn't even know it existed game? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you. Of course, Patreon and YouTube channel memberships. Got 2 YouTube channels with content every day as well. So make sure you do subscribe. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok. Oh, never forget TikTok. TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com if you want to send me via email. And then, of course, The Kyle Peterson Show, my podcast, each and every single Tuesday. My wife, Angie, joins me, and we sit down and we break it all down every single week wherever podcasts are found with video cast on YouTube. So for Ash, Army of Darkness, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we going to dance or are we going to play?